Hey guys, it's Justin here with another ship of the day, and today we have a soap that I have used once and I stopped using it. I gotta stop doing that. But it is from the Holy Black, and it is the Galleon. You don't see it listed here because it looks like all their tops are the same, but on the back there's a handwritten part. Hopefully that's not backward, but it says the Galleon batch number 2. The original batch was the one that was in the porcelain containers, and so I guess the scent was popular enough for him to do a limited run just in the standard tin containers. I also got the matching aftershave, of course. This one as well doesn't have any identifying information about the Galleon, just batch number 2, the Galleon, which is kind of cool. So, two things. I can't find the ingredients on the website. It doesn't list it. It's not on the soap. It just says load small amount of soap onto damp brush, add water, and whip into dense lather. There's no information about the ingredients. I don't know if it's tallow, if it's vegan. I know it's not glycerin. Or the hard puck, but yeah, I don't know. The interesting thing is that this aftershave, and the reason I use quotations is because it's denatured whiskey, polysorbate 20, an emulsifier, thickener, and fragrance. I think it's a thickener. But anyway, it's just 3 ingredients. It's not really, it doesn't have witch hazel, aloe, anything like a traditional aftershave have. It's basically whiskey, polysorbate 20, and fragrance. Yeah, so, quick thing. 1, I hate 10s. They can bend and dent so easily. I guess they're super cheap, but, oh, yeah, the price. So, this is actually $18.95 for the soap and $24.99 for the aftershave. That being said, the aftershave is 250 milliliters. Usually we get 100, so it's about, 2.5 times the amount. Anyway, soft soap. Very soft, probably can't, yeah, there we go. Yeah, very soft, softer than Razorock. But anyway, so I'm using the General, 3rd shave on the Kai Protouch MG, Plissoft, 24mm, the matching aftershave like I showed you, the Gentleman John Alum block, and that'll be it. So, it's late, so we're just going to get started here. Splash my face once. Alright. So, a few interesting things happened. On TSM, the shave market, there is apparently another group buy for a 3rd exclusive soap, or timed exclusive, I suppose. And that is being made by Mickey Lee Soapworks, which is going to be pretty cool. So if you guys are in the group, it's probably going to be a pinned post, but go ahead and look in the group for information basically, about how to sign up for that, which is going to be pretty cool. So Mickey Lee Soapworks prices are pretty good. They're around $16 for both the soap and aftershave each, obviously. So we'll see how that works out. I am, of course, going to get that. I also finally ordered, and I didn't get a notification about it, but a little bit too much water. I did go ahead and order TSM, what's it called? El Fougere. Whoever my Secret Santa was, thank you. But he went ahead and got me that prismatic, but he also threw in the TSM Salve by, Anyway, TSM Salve by Chatillon Luxe, or however you pronounce it. But anyway, so I was so enthralled by that scent, it was just such a perfect incense that I went ahead and got the soap. I had Sean from CL, those itches, from CL make me an aftershave without menthol in it, which took a little bit, but I got that as well. So I ordered that. So hopefully, what I'm hearing is that the soap is a little bit more fresher and greener than the aftershave and even the incense. Oh, sorry. Man, it's gotta be the soap. Anyway, but even the salve has more of an incense scent than the aftershave, and definitely more than the soap. So it sounds like it'll be more of a not a matching scent, a complementing scent. Than something that matches, but it'll be interesting. I know that's dry. So I'm gonna add a little bit more water. And people are still talking about the freaking blooming thing. I don't get it, man. Anyway. Oh, I didn't even read the scent notes. Yeah, so it's ocean breeze, salt, air, oak, leather, and dark rum. Here's the thing. I don't smell I don't smell a lot of that. If you guys have Tobacco by WSP or Grand Havana by Mickey Lee Soapworks, smells the same to me. Maybe a little bit saltier, so I get the salt air. Sure, I'll give you that. The rest of all this oak, leather, dark rum, maybe you can swap out the tobacco for the dark rum. I can kind of see how they're similar scents. But, yeah, it's not, it just reminds me of tobacco. So, that's what it is. This is 4 days growth. I was gonna shave yesterday, but I was just so freaking tired I couldn't even do it. And I want to do a video because I've been slacking. Obviously it's not a job or whatever like that, but you know, I wanted to have them at least once a week. But I had to shave anyway. Sorry about that. But yeah, so scent's alright. Performance is good. There's nothing wrong with the performance of the soap. But the scent strength is fine. It's probably around a it's actually probably around a 7, 7.5. So it is very noticeable. You know, I'd even say it's about, yeah, 7, 7.5, that's about right. But my problem with it is twofold. A, I don't know what the freaking ingredients are. Maybe threefold. So A, the ingredients. B, the price, it's $19. Maybe if I knew the ingredients, I'd feel better about that. I don't like a tin container for 19 bucks. So what else here? Right, that, and I can smell leather. Well, maybe some leather? Maybe. Like, very, very, very faint. Oak? Absolutely not. The dark rum, I'll be willing to substitute that for the tobacco scent. So, it's not a bad scent by itself, it just doesn't strike me as too unique. And I'm sure if I took, you know, Mickey Lee Soapworks right now and tried to compare it, as I have before, I'd find that it was pretty similar. Let's see, so nothing else really. I'm trying to not buy soaps. I didn't really like, man, that TSM Fougere was $25. That's a lot. Oh, I did buy, talking about trying to save money, I did end up pre-ordering the Night Music EDT. I've already got the soap, and there's really no need for me to buy another puff. I don't care if it's a limited edition. I'm not going to go through that anytime soon. I don't use it back to back, but I did get the EDT, so that's going to be really interesting. This will be the third, I think. I know WSP does it for their colognes. I know Ginger's Garden does it fourth, because I know, oh man, who is this? Van Ule does it. So, but I love Bear Stern Man scent, especially Night Music and Rhapsody. Said there's no plans to do Rhapsody EDT, which sucks, you know. But anyway, yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. I think it's supposed to ship on the 6th. I don't know if we're supposed to get it on the 6th if we pre-order, if it opens on the 6th, but I'm pretty interested. Forgot which direction my hair went for a second. Alright. This lather's kind of dry. Oh, yeah, to the TSM thing. So, yeah, I paid $18 for the Darkfall. Not really seeing why the other ones, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 25, $7 more. Luckily, I have a subscription to the club, so I have free shipping. But, that's a lot for a soap. I wasn't really comfortable doing it, but I already had the salve and I already had the aftershave, and I just had to see if that was the incense scent I was looking for. So we'll see. There's hair on my brush. There we go. The problem about using synthetics is you always gotta make sure you make sure it has enough water in it, because since it doesn't retain water, whatever you put on your face won't be there's not a lot in the actual brush itself. Tomorrow, if I can will myself to do it, I'll probably do my... See, I only started shaving in like February, so it feels a little bit weird to do it, but I'll probably do a, not top 10, like top 5 products or something like that. I've got a lot of soaps, but I don't have too much hardware. That's not entirely true. I got about, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, I got about 10 brushes and about 6 razors. So, I couldn't do a top 5 razors if I have 6 razors, I just wouldn't include one. But anyway, I'll probably do something like that tomorrow, if I can remember and not be super sleepy when I get home from work. For you guys who were looking for a head for the general, but not the entire head handle, kind of wish I had done that, but whatever. Kirk was replying to someone else, but they said he said he's getting another shipment of it, so that'll be pretty nice for those looking to do that. And I completely skipped a step, so we're gonna wash one more time to go against the grain. Is that 14? Not bad. Love this brush, it's so soft. It just feels like the lather is applying itself. I don't even really feel the hairs. I'll say one thing about the razor. I may get a nick here, I may get a nick there, over here. If I can do my mustache, that's a good freaking razor. I cut myself so many times on every other razor I've had. I do think I might have wanted the black one a little bit more. But the silver one was just so new, I could not get the silver one. Yeah, one nick. I think that was already a, no? Yeah, that was already a bump. So, it counts, but it doesn't count. Okay, so we're gonna splash your face one more time and do a formal cleanup. And not formal, but obligatory. Obligatory. I like the scent. It's not a bad scent. It just doesn't seem like either super unique to me. And I don't know what the ingredients are, man. Why would you not have the ingredients A on the product webpage or B like on the product itself? That's just, it doesn't affect my performance of the soap itself. It's just strange, is what I'll say. As always, this razor does a great job. I rarely need to actually do a cleanup. Okay, so we're good to go. I'm going to wash this off, put on the Alum block, and then we'll get to the aftershave. So, one moment. Alright, so, the aftershave. Again, the ingredients simply are denatured whiskey, polysorbate 20, in quotations, emulsifier, and fragrance. It's 250 milliliter bottle. One more thing. Container looks nice. I love the packaging of this. It's plastic. So, yeah, it's, I have nothing against plastic by itself, but, it was 25 bucks, man. 25 bucks, I can't get, like, some glass or something other than freaking whiskey. I mean, I got a bottle of Crown Royal Black in my room or in my freezer or something like that. You know, I'll go ahead and splash that on my face. It does the same thing, I guess. Now, it's not a bad feeling. It's whiskey. It's not like it, you know, does amazing things for your skin. Maybe I'm wrong. But, yeah. I'd say like at a $20 price range for 250 milliliters, perfect. $25, even though I get just a nitpick, I don't know. I hear the other scents are a little bit better. Not better, but more noticeable. So it could just be this one. It could be this one sort of works with the whiskey at the same time. It is noticeable in the dry down, but not on immediate application. You just smell whiskey. One thing that's kind of bothering me, I wasn't going to talk about it, but I kind of feel it's a little bit weird. So what TSC was talking about with the blooming thing, I get it. It was more of just like how mold is grown, though. So it wasn't even like anything specific to soap. It wasn't anything specific to blooming. It was more like, this is how mold grows. Let me show you a soap container by an artisan that happens to grow this way. That's my only problem with it, that and the whole Bloomgate thing. So, I'm going to be posting this to Razor and Brush anyway, and we're coming across 21 minutes anyway. But, yeah, I just felt it was a bit odd that it had nothing to do with blooming. It had to do with leaving water in a container and closing it off. That's how mold grows. That's not specific to soap. It's not specific to any container. That's just how that happens. So I felt a bit weird that was shown in the first place, and that had anything to do with soap in the first place. And then he was saying on the last video how people were talking about how they already knew it. Yeah, that's how mold grows. Maybe they didn't know it for soap, but if you leave water in your sink for too long, you're going to get mold. Or in the tub, or in the shower, or anything. That's how mold grows. So that's probably what struck me as odd when that whole video was made. I didn't see the whole point of it, at least not in relation to soap itself. But guys, that was a really good shave. Again, I was using the Holy Black Galleon scent with my Razorock Plissoft Bruce handle, 24 millimeters. The third shave of the Kai Protouch MG on the General Single Edge blade. And last but not, the Gentleman John Alum block, and last but not least, the matching aftershave, that is whiskey. It's an aftershave tonic. But anyway, guys, I'm going to bed. It is later than I'd like to admit, so I'll see you guys later. Night.